Happy New Year, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. It's your host here, Meyer, from the project and interim team here at Clarity. And today I'm just going to be sharing some insights into what we saw from the finance and accounting contracting market going into the holidays, and a little bit about what we foresee seeing going into Q1. 2020 was actually a really interesting year if you were a contractor. We actually saw 120% increase in terms of opportunities that we worked on the contract side. And I really just think that was a result of COVID and all the uncertainty going on, right? People resorted to more of a flexible resourcing model, and that meant providing people on a fractional or on an interim basis to get them through this. So last year we did a lot of work with companies that were growing really quickly, and something that benefited them in the midst of COVID and everything was just to have more bench strength at that strategic and senior finance level. So majority of the contract opportunities, whether it was fractional or interim, that we worked on were, I'd say, at that controller level and above. Another interesting thing to note that I think led to more opportunity for contractors is that the M&A market was very hot last year. A lot of companies were taking advantage of growing through acquisitions, and that creates complexities on the back end in terms of integrating companies you've acquired into your finance process and systems, and so we did a lot of work on the back end of these acquisitions for our clients. So going into Q1, I see two things happening. Until March, probably still going to see a lot of demand just for extra hands to get companies through, their year-end close and their audits. But as that starts to wind down, this is when companies are typically looking at, what are some projects and process improvement initiatives that we could take on, and sometimes that involves putting in new systems and things like that. Going into Q2, if you're someone who likes to do a lot of ERP implementations, for example, I definitely think you'll be getting a lot of calls for that.